Hi, Pisces. It's Lyn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your April tarot reading. I meditated on you and I shuffled, and we had a jumper here, and which told me it was time to cut and lay it out. Very interesting reading here. But first, I want to tell you something about a Pisces I know. So, I have a friend in Ottawa who is a fashion designer, and she has a store called Clothes. So you can look it up in Ottawa. I think it's on Richmond Road, or Richmond Avenue. Sorry, I know it's on Richmond. But anyway, she has a store called Clothes. And when she was first starting out over 30 years ago, um, she, started with some simple designs, and she had a little stall down at the Bywood Market. Anyhow, um, a girlfriend came over the other day, and this girlfriend saves absolutely everything. And she said, I have 3 bags of clothes for you to go through that I've had. And she pulls out a dress that Muriel, my friend in Ottawa, made. One of the very first dresses, very simple. And this is it. It's called a panel dress. I'm wearing it as a t-shirt today, but I wanted to wear it for the Pisces reading and all this Pisces energy in it. Uh, and it's like, this is over 30 years old, and look at it's in perfect shape. Perfect shape, not one thread. So that tells you the quality of stuff. She's on to bigger designs now, but yeah, this was one of the very things. So it's so sentimental, so cool. Anyway, on to the reading. So, what jumped out for you, Pisces, is the Two of Swords. Now, this could be in 2 days, 2 weeks, all right? And so there's a situation that you're hearing about, but you don't want to see. You're finding out about it, you're hearing about it, but you don't want to see it, you don't want to believe it, you don't want to know it, and you just want to move on, like it doesn't it's not there. It's something that you want to ignore. Okay, so just letting you know that usually the Two of Swords is something that niggles us at the beginning and ends up showing up at the end. So we need to pay attention to those little red flags that we're hearing about. Anyway, in the past, you have the Three of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles, Hierophant, and Chariot. This is kind of interesting here. Now, um, it looks to me like you have a lot of good ideas, like my friend, the designer. You're very creative, probably, okay? You could have been working on something on your own, kind of like putting your mark in something, or you are working in a group of people, and working on a project together. Either way, I think there could be someone who's trying to steal some of your ideas, your creative ideas. Um, and it doesn't really matter. I don't think at this point it matters, but I think you're aware of it. Someone's got eyes on your designs, all right? Because the reason it doesn't matter is because you're on to something new now. I think that this is part of what you did do, and you're about to go on to something new. I have a feeling. I think it's something to do with teaching. I got to tell you, Pisces, I think you're moving into a teaching where you're passing on your skills. You have a lot of skills. You're very creative. You know how to do things, woodworking, whatever. And so you are either a teacher or you're teaching, guiding others. And you could be traveling with this skill. You could be going around with different places, different schools, different institutions, offering your knowledge, your gifts, whatever it is. Um, because I think you have a lot of experience and stuff under your belt. All right. So now you don't have to take this opportunity. I think it's around you now. You may know about it already. But it's definitely a good opportunity for you. It's really good. It's where you should be going now. Okay. Because I think you're getting bored with what you were or are doing. Okay. Anyway, in the present, this is interesting. Four of Cups reversed, Nine of Cups, Hermit, Eight of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. So, I think that for one thing, you've been taking some time. I feel like you've been putting some time into your own healing, into your getting yourself back together, back at par, from whatever you had to go through, whatever it was. And you put some time into that and may still be putting some time and energy into that. You might actually be putting some real focus into it at this point, spending maybe equal amount of time on yourself. But the thing is, and also you could be working from home too. So you may not be getting out much because, you work from home and then it's nighttime, and you know what I mean. So I think that, but also this has been a really good time for you to do some healing. It's been very successful for you in a way. All right. But I feel like you have a new enterprise coming, some sort of new enterprise, because this is so interesting. King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is successful, secure, very experienced and smart, and a lot of skills, you know. And then the Ace of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles is bored, wants something new, I've already built an empire. I want to do something else now. I want to build, you know, something. Anyway, and so you may have taken some time to think about what you want is, what do you want to pursue next. You're not just going to just jump at anything. In the King of Pentacles energy, we give it some time, some thought, some consideration, maybe even investigation before we move forward. But that's that hermit time you're spending there, is you're spending time thinking about it. What do I want to do next? And then is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is that idea, that new source of income, that sweet deal. There's something going to be dangling in front of you. And you're like, that's it. That's the thing. That's the one thing. That's it. That's what I want to get involved in. And you really want to sink your teeth into it. But in order to get involved in this, you need to give up something else. Because I don't think you have time for everything, you know, or if you really want to focus on it, if you want to give it your full focus, you need to give something else up. Okay. So whether that's your actual career, what you're doing now, some sort of a hobby or habit or something, there's something that you need to break free from to pursue this. Okay. And you really want to. You really want to. You want to look into it. You're very, very curious about this. You're excited, curious about it. And so I think you're really going to look into it a lot further. Someone who might draw you to it could be this King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius person. This person is very energetic and passionate about what they're getting involved in. They're very strong, stout, and a very good leader. This also could be your energy, Pisces. You could be moving into a leadership position. Like I said, I just felt like it was something to do with teaching or guiding. Could be even counseling, but I feel like where you were either traveling before and you're staying put now, or you were staying put and now you're going to be traveling a lot. Like, yeah, I feel like you're going to be doing an opposite of what you were doing. All right. And so if you're in the King of Wands energy, you are stepping into leadership, you know, lighting the way. The guiding light is what this drummer is always at the front of the army announcing the army is here. We're here and we're going to do damage. You know what I mean? Um, in some ways, you might be getting a lot of attention uh, that I'm wondering if it's jealousy or something. You might be getting some sort of jealous reaction from somewhere, but it doesn't matter. You have the Nine of Cups around these two negative cards, okay? And Nine of Cups trumps everything. It does sort of use that word, but it's like a wild card, and it shines light on any shadow. So this is going to be um I think it's more a little anxiety, nervousness about getting into something new is what I think, not real big shadow. Okay. So like I said, you need to give something up in order to move into this new thing. I have a feeling at first you're going to try and juggle both, but it's not a good idea. Please listen to me. Don't worry about giving this other thing up to because you're going to be a lot happier. You're ready for this. It's the time for the transition. Okay, so let's get some clarification, shall we? Let's get some clarification. It's like the wheel of fortune isn't here. I'd be surprised if it doesn't jump out now that I've said it. But I feel like something's come full circle. This is what it feels like to me. Something's come full circle, and now you're ready to turn it, like to revitalize it, or start a brand new thing, like like a whole new enterprise in some way. And I think so, you hear or you get an idea. I think it has something to do with leadership, guiding, teaching, something like that. Um, it could be in an institution, even. You could be teaching or showing, leading some way in an institution, something like that. Or be traveling around to different ones. Woo! There is the card. A jumper, too, a flyer. Oh, woo! I love it. I love it when they're great cards. And you have the Ace of Cups. So this is definitely new beginning. It's definitely on the emotional realm. It could be new relationship, or you're being open to relationships, to welcoming people into your life again. You're also welcoming love into your life. You're thinking, maybe I'd like to meet someone. Maybe you're open to the idea. You're overflowing. You want to give. You have something to give. That's what you know. You have something to give. So you could be ready. I think you're finished your healing. Ooh. Also, too, I'm going to tell you, in the past, Pisces, you could have been ripped off in the past for something you worked hard on. This is your own work, and you could have got taken or ripped off in some way in the past, which is why it really disappointed you. You were really surprised or something like that. Anyway, which is what it took you a while to heal from, right? And so you're kind of leery, but I think now you're finally over that. You're healed. You're ready to move on, and because you've taken a lot of time to consider what it is that you want now. Seven of Cups. So, like I said, be careful because you're trying to do a lot of these things, accomplish everything at once. We're such a fast world now, right? And we put a lot of expectations on ourselves. Like, do you ever notice when people buy a house nowadays, they want everything done before they even move in? And when I was growing up, you bought a house and you had your whole lives to work on it. So one year you worked on the kitchen. We're going to redo the kitchen this year and we're going to work on the kitchen, and that's what we have our money for. And next year we're going to work on the hallway, or the front entrance or whatever. You didn't do everything in 2 months before you went into all kinds of debt and put this pressure on yourself. So the Seven of Cups, you don't have to, don't, because she's laying down, she's tired. She's like, wow, it's really hard to fill all these cups up all the time. You're always running, 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 running. It's a lot of expectation. So I'm just saying, don't spread yourself too thin. Take your time. There's no rush. There's no rush. You'll get it done. You get it done. You always do, Pisces. You always get things done. But it's giving yourself a little bit more space and time to do it. Be a little more generous with yourself. Give yourself broader deadlines. Don't put like, oh, I'll have that done by tomorrow. Yeah. Oh my goodness, 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 goodness. It wants to fall off. Oh, it didn't. Saved it. What a good catch. All right. Let's see what we have. So the one that held strong was Strength. Okay, let's see what the other one is. Queen of Wands. So, and she is a very strong person. So strength is about, we have to be strong to endure something, to get through something. But the thing is that usually it's we need to show our vulnerability. We need to show that we don't know everything about this. Could you help? It's about asking for help, and it's about trusting. You know, putting our trust. We don't know that someone's reliable or they're saying what they mean or anything like that. But we're going to have faith. We're going to take it one day at a time, and just take someone for their word, and just have that kind of uh, strength to trust, strength to be vulnerable, eh? It's very courageous because it's not easy to be vulnerable, especially after we've been through a difficult time. So, anyway, the Queen of Wands is I also get the feeling that you might be helping someone else get stronger, feel stronger. You might be talking how you got through it or something. This could have something to do with your teaching, because the Queen of Wands is, very creative. She takes action. She doesn't, waste any time to get things done. But also, she's a humanitarian. She likes to help people, help animals, help causes. She's wants to do good in the world in some way. Idealistic in a way. Okay. So there may be some sort of something that is, that part of you is coming out, this idealistic nature. And also, there could be a part of, you could be successful in your life. You could be enjoying wealth or success or something like that. And you want to help others in some way, help build their strength, help teach them trust again. I don't know, maybe teach them a skill, perhaps, make them feel, help them feel useful. I don't know what it is, but I feel like there's something here. I'm surprised that the Empress didn't come out either. And it's that passing down of teachings, sharing the knowledge. You know what I mean? So I am feeling a humanitarian kind of feeling here, Pisces. I'm not sure if it's people or animals or the earth or the water. Um, that you are pursuing. I feel like you have some sort of creative business pursuit, like this teaching that you're passing on or whatever it is you're doing there. But I also feel like there's some sort of humanitarian effort you want to do. I don't know. It's like a karma thing or something. It's a giving back thing. It's a, what do they call that? Pay it forward thing. A pay it forward thing. So something like that. Anyway, let's get an affirmation for you. See what we got. Pisces. Tell me for Pisces. Oops. Oh, keepers. Oh, I got two. Two is good. Two is good. Look at that. I am attracting great success and prosperity. So that sounds right up your alley. And oh, wow, this is very business oriented. My business is growing, expanding, and thriving, or thriving and expanding. My business is growing, thriving, and expanding. So this sounds very successful to you. But like I said, I think this death card is highly attached to this Seven of Cups card. Okay. You trying to do everything, eh? You're trying to do everything, and you're leery of letting go of that there, and you're wearing yourself thin. You're going to be tuckered out. So it's okay to release something, let it go. It'll be all right without you. And you will be so involved with this new thing and loving it. Oh, my hand's itchy. That means money's coming in. Money's coming in. Anyway, Pisces, I hope this helps you this month, April. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks for the Cartomancy. And let me know if it resonates with you. Anyway, love you bunches. Bye now.